Everyone, Spencer from Builderpreneur here, and this video is going to be all about how to make your landing pages actually convert, okay? And they can be called landing pages, squeeze pages, opt-in pages, whatever it is you call them. Let's make them convert. So stay tuned. All right, we're back. As always, I would love if you subscribed, commented, liked, did all kinds of cool things like that. Please remember at the end, we're always going to make a cool offer for something for free, so stay tuned till the end. And finally, let's dive in and let's learn about landing pages, okay? So I want to talk about, I do a lot of coaching, and a lot of people will send me pages they've created, and so I'm able to take kind of the biggest issues that I see and then take the most successes that I see on my landing pages and kind of combine them. So we're going to talk about 5 things, the 5 things that I'm doing on my landing pages that are really working well. The first thing I want to talk about is your actual offer, okay? I think it's the most important thing on your landing page. It's not actually what's built into the page, but the offer that you're making, okay? You need a high quality offer. I see too many people whip out these lead magnets that are 10 or 20 minutes, long is all it took for them to put it together, and it's just not an enticing enough lead magnet, okay? You need to put together something that's genuinely quality and will genuinely help them, and you do that, and people will be able to genuinely tell pretty quick, okay? If you whip out like an ebook that took you 5 minutes to write, or you whip out like a 10-minute training or a little document or a free PDF, it's just not exciting enough for people, okay? You actually need to make something that is enticing, and that might take some research and stuff like that, but guess what? We need this to work, so let's make a good offer, and let's make our audience actually happy here. So first thing is a good offer. You can see here how to generate 200,000 visitors a month without ads. Is that enticing? Not only is it an enticing offer, it's kind of a curiosity offer. Like, what are they doing to do that? But it's definitely something that's high quality, right? Like that an audience like me and probably you would love to be able to do. So make your offer a good one. Next thing I want to talk about is the simplicity, okay? You can see this is pretty freaking simple, right? It's like 10 words on a page. I see too many people that will literally, they'll try to sell you their lead magnet, okay? And you need to understand, we're just trying to get an email address here, okay? People don't research before they put in an email address. Before you go buy something, you might go research reviews and you might go, talk to your spouse or something like that. But before you put in your email address, you're not going to go spend 10 minutes researching, like, is this worth it? Is this quality? You're going to put in your email address and you're going to go look and see if it's worth it. If it's not worth it, that's fine. You gave them an email, you can click on subscribe and you're done, okay? So it's not that big of a deal in terms of you needing to sell them, okay? You can see this one right here. This one does 60 to 70%, I think. Just a very simple page. Now, arguably, it could be not very good for your brand. It could be kind of spammy, this particular one. But what we're talking about right now is how to actually convert, right? We want people to actually put in their email address so that we can then capture it, email them, and sell them things later on in our sales funnel. Just like this one, maybe a little better branded, a little better looking, but still pretty similar, right? Just very simple. We have a little headline, maybe a little bit of bonus, and then we got a button they push. That's all we need to do, okay? You don't need to have stuff down here. They don't need to be able to scroll down and see all these cool things that you're going to show them and, module by module if it's a free course or whatnot. You just need to keep it simple, and I'll talk about next what exactly I mean by keep it simple. The third thing is basically how you word it. I identify the audience, I identify their problem, and then I identify a solution, okay? Audience, problem, solution. That's all you've got to do. What is the audience? And you don't have to expressly say the audience if it's pretty obvious. You don't have to expressly say the problem if it's pretty obvious in the solution. What I mean by that, here's a good example of that is, hey, do you want to build an audience? Are you an entrepreneur who wants to build an audience? So the one thing I would do here is I would add an audience. I would add, are you an entrepreneur who wants to build an audience? Or are you this person who wants to build an audience, right? But they're basically identifying a problem. Do you have this problem? Okay, here's a solution we've got. It's free. Click this button, okay? Same thing, here's another good example of that. Hey, do you want enormous growth? Once again, these guys need to identify their audience. Hey, are you an e-commerce business that wants enormous growth? But the basic is there, right? We identify our audience, we identify a problem, and then we say, hey, I've got a solution here of how to get strong, quality, smooth traffic, and your email address below and get this free guide, okay? So that's what I mean mostly by simple is I want us to identify an audience, identify a problem, and I want us to identify an easy solution. And that's all we're doing on these landing pages. That's all we need to do on a squeeze page to get people to put in their email address, okay? Remember, the goal of this page is not to sell them on any products. The goal of this page is to capture an email and then send them into our sales funnel. And if we're doing that, we've succeeded, okay? And these pages I'm showing you do that, and they succeed, and they get higher than 50% opt-in rates. Fourth thing, you've got to pre-qualify your traffic. Okay, so what I mean by this is, let's say I'm running a Facebook ad, and my Facebook ad is sending people to, let's say, this page. I've people that are clicking on that ad. They need to basically expect exactly this when they get there, okay? The ad is written in such a way and it's branded in such a way that when they get to this page, it's pretty much exactly what they expect to see. Like, oh yeah, I expected this, even like to the background, right? Oh yeah, I expected to see a wood background. I expected to get an offer for a free course, and I expected to put in my email address to get it, okay? So basically, we want to qualify them ahead of time, so when they click and they come to this page, they're already ready. They're already expecting exactly what they're going to get. There's nothing that's like, oh, X, that's not what I expected. So that's in terms of visual branding. That's in terms of the wording. You know, if you word it a certain way in your ad or whatever it is that you're sending them through your traffic source, you want to word it the same way in here. So it's just exactly what they expect. Okay. And the fifth thing is big bold call to action. Okay, so you can see this here. That's a call to action. It's CTA. And what you're trying to do is you want that to really stand out. You want their eye to naturally go to that. You want them to almost like internally just want to click it because it's there and it's big and it's just, that's what's taking up the page. So you can see same thing here. Boom. You want to click show me the formula, right? You want to click that. Same thing here. This one I don't love. I prefer to have like a big yellow button below that, but either way, you want a big, bold, colorful call to action, and you want it to be above the fold, meaning that they don't ever have to scroll, okay? That the button is there before they ever start scrolling, so you can capture all those people that are just instinctive. They're going to throw in their email address, and they're going to go without even reading the rest of it because they've already been sold on the ad or whatever traffic source you gave them, okay? And the thing to note, that includes mobile and desktop traffic, okay? That needs to be for both. You need to have it above the fold, both on the phone and on desktop. And that's very easy to do inside of ClickFunnels, which is what I'm doing all of this on. So you can see here I'm getting, on the one that I showed you, I think it's this one, I'm getting about 55% opt-in rate, okay? What I consider a good opt-in rate is anywhere between 50 and above. Typically, I'm going for about 50 to 70% in my opt-in rate on these squeeze landing pages. So let's recap real quick. We want an irresistible offer. We want to keep it super simple. We want to identify the audience, the problem, and the solution. We want pre-qualified traffic that it gets exactly what they expect. And we want a big, bold call to action that's above the fold, okay? So, like I said, that's all we need for a successful landing page. They really are simple if you think of it in those terms. Now, if you've liked this video, there is some cool links down below. The first link is to ClickFunnels, which is what I'm doing all this in. If you're not familiar with ClickFunnels, very, very easy to build landing pages, and then entire sales funnels that will not only capture emails, but sell your customers things after they do so. And then there's a link down below to a complete sales funnels course. Okay, I think it's called Sales Funnels Madness. It's at buildapreneur.com/free. Or there's a link down below, and there's probably like something that'll swipe across my screen or whatnot. YouTube's always changing, but that's going to be a whole lot more than just this. Okay, I'm going to teach you landing pages. I'm going to teach you sales funnels. I'm going to teach you sales psychology. Everything you need to truly, truly succeed with sales funnels, okay? And there's a link down below or a link up above for that. And like I said, I would love if you subscribed. If not, missing out.